So I decided that I want to create a blog site, and that's what we're going to be doing today. But first, I have to go create a business account for my new legalized business because Creative at Life is now Creative at Life LLC. So let's go to the bank. So we're back from the bank. I want coffee. Let's go get some coffee.
May I please have a grande mocha cookie crumble?
Okay.
Frappuccino.
Anything else?
Sorry. No, that's all.
And now we got coffee. So essentially what I want to do is pretty much write out the topics. Okay, so write out, I guess, the categories in which I want to talk about topics within them. So for example, it's Chance at Life mindset, right? And my thing with Chance at Life, or having your chance at life and actually making it the best, is going throughout your life, trying different things in different niches or different aspects of life, whether that be travel, beauty, whether that be cooking, I don't know, regular artwork, whatever makes you happy, or trying things that you think might make you happy is kind of the goal to the Chance at Life mindset, right? Just finding something you like, going for it. If it doesn't work out, okay, we move on. And I don't mean to say like you're a quitter. I just mean to say, like, when you know what something is for you, and when it's not, you make decision on that case. And so for me, what my chance would be talking about mindset. I want to talk about travel because that's part of me. I want to talk about makeup and beauty because that is becoming part of me. And as a beginner, I think I have a lot of thoughts on fitting into a beauty community, or fitting into, or being that girl who wears makeup and does a lot of things with makeup, and then hair hats, meaning wigs. So I want to talk about that. Also, a luxury. I talked in my last episode about how I want a life of luxury, and not like the millionaire life of luxury, just the life that I can live, that I feel like I'm not inconvenienced by the smallest things, and I wake up to a life that I genuinely love, and I want that for myself, and that's my idea of luxury. So I want to talk about that too. Being a brand new entrepreneur and navigating my way through entrepreneurship from the beginning to growing, and the steps that I've taken, the growth that has happened to me, I want to talk about that too. And so that's my Chance at Life. And I've been researching blogs, and it's good to talk about what you know, and those are the things that I know, the things that I think I know and have an opinion on, basically. And so that's what I am going to do. I'm going to type out, or I guess write out, because I'm going to write out them on sticky notes. I'm going to write them out on sticky notes, like my ideas with different topics and stuff like that, and then put them on my wall. Lego.
This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round. Yeah, you all wanna be round. Round a champion, a champion. I got tons of soul on my true collective ball. Famous, also famous, number one, desirable. I do what I want, when I want, and how I want it. Leave you with the one in me, yeah, that's how I roll. I got change to throw, I don't care about no gold. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the show, so they know that I still got it. And I never feel sorry, yeah, top of the world. This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round. Yeah, you all wanna be round. Round a champion, a champion. This is me, I still on it, cause you all wanna be loved. Yeah, you all wanna be loved by a champion, a champion. When I hear him come like my fuse and then ba-bum. Later, see you later, I'm about to blow this up. You can sing my song if you want, I know you want it. It's always kinda funny, yeah, cause I know I'm a superstar in the sky to lead you on. Haters gonna hate us, approve of how they love. They can bring me down, nah, nah, nah. They are jealous of me and my umbrella, yeah, they love me so. This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round. Yeah, yeah, you all wanna be round. Round a champion, a champion. This is me, I still on it, cause you all wanna be loved.
So pretty much this is just the start. So I ended up writing Chance at Life Black blog site just because it's the title. These are the different component, or I keep saying categories that I want to talk about. So we have lifestyle, because I talked about how, you know, my lifestyle is changing and going from a lifestyle with the mentality of lack to abundance, beauty, and then travel. I put travel, but it's more like wanderlust because we in a panorama and we can't travel much, but you can still have wanderlust where you live. And I want to talk about that because even in a pan pizza, I still do things that are brand new and go places that are brand new to me. Mindset. This is what I started Chance at Life on. Mindset switches. I talked about anger. I talked about creativity. I talked about roles we play, and that's just has just been what Chance at Life has been. But it's not only about mindset. It's about all this other stuff. And so we digress, or we move on and we add, we grow. Entrepreneur, because I said entrepreneurship is something in my life now, and it could be for others. So I want to talk about that too, from beginning being an entrepreneur to growing within entrepreneurship. And then lastly, this has also been an aspect of Chance at Life, the chancer. So people I think who embody that mindset, and they may have different topics, they may have different categories of their life, but you know, they're still a chancer. They still embody what I think is a Chance at Life mindset. Now, under these categories are potential talking points. So just a few. For lifestyle, we have moving, and there's a lot of things to talk about that. Prepping to move, how it feels to move, moving hacks, whatever. Intentional routines, which is something I have to personally get down by myself. So until I do that, I don't know if I can actually talk about it, but I can talk about my need to want to do it. Purging, letting go. This is something that has to do also with moving, living in the city, because that's what I'll be doing in a while. When it comes to beauty, like I said, beginner makeup, wigs, hair hats, wardrobe, and me going there. Skincare, another thing that I have to be get very good at before I think I can talk about it, but it's on the list of potential things to talk about when the time comes. Travel, why travel is important, new restaurants, and like how fun that is to try, how to book a flight. These are just like small things: how to book a flight, how to pack, how to like do a hostel, whatever. Not on the list, but it's in my head. Making friends stories. I can tell a lot about wanderlust and traveling before the pandemic, after the pandemonium. I said the words that cannot be said. Mindset, like I said, there's a lot in mindset. It's basically how we think of things, how we can change our perspective within life. So I talked about anger, creativity. These are all videos that I've done on my YouTube channel, but I want to do blogs about them. Roles we play, social media, money, trauma, friendships, what healing looks like, and then learning about yourself. Because learning about yourself is a huge thing when it comes to Chance at Life mindset, because you have to unlearn all the things that people have told you about yourself that aren't necessarily true. Entrepreneurship, under that we have batch content, setting up an LLC, balancing traditional job with entrepreneurship, planning out my month, wanting to do all the things, like being a multi-hyphenate. And then lastly, the Chancer interviews. So this is pretty much about to die over a battery. Oh god. This is pretty much what I have so far. As I continue to like think about things, this will stay up, right? These will continue to grow. But from here, what I'm going to do is take everything in green. Well, maybe not everything, because we don't have all the time in the world. We just have the time for today. And start making potential titles of blogs that I can post about these certain topics. So these are all just general, and I'm going to more deeper to get a more a more detailed way of writing about them. So like I said, for moving, we can go deeper into like how to set yourself up for moving, what to do for your previous place and what to do for your current place that you're moving in. Moving hacks, I don't know, something like that, but like that's what I mean by having different things we can talk about there. So yeah. So what I'm going to do right now is use my Creative Life Planner, the idea section, and really, like I said, write down certain titles of the blogs that I can talk about, just title wise, and then we can go on and like actually my battery's dying. Dang it. I feel like every time I say my battery's dying within one of these vlogs, episodes, someone should win a prize. Maybe I'll do that going forward. But before my battery dies, I'm going to sit here and I'm actually going to write out topics, and then from there we can probably outline to see what I can actually write. My plan is to launch all this in a month because that's just who I am. Not all of it, like I'm not gonna write all the posts for it in a month, but maybe at least 10 to have like 2 blogs per week. That's not how that works. It's like 8. You would need 8. If you wanted 10, that'd be like 3, about 3 or 2 per week. Anyway, my goal is to have 2 blog posts per week. And to do that, I need about 8 per month. And if I want to launch this within a month, which would be, would it be April? April is when I move. And so maybe I'll use all the rest of February and March to plan out everything, create all the content, and then while I'm moving, I have all this content to create. Anyway, that's for me to decide and for you to charge. So I'll see you in 1 second when you're charged and I'm full of topics, ideas, titles for blog posts. Okay, bye. Time for day 2. So essentially yesterday I got tired and I ended up just writing all of my ideas and all my like potential topics. I ended up typing them in my Google Doc and not writing them down because it needs to be living and breathing, and I'm not going to be wasting so much paper or scribbling, rewriting. So I put it into my Google Docs. So you saw the little board thing that I had yesterday. What I'm going to do now is figure out the components needed for each piece of I guess for each post that needs to go up, just knowing the timeline and different phases of each component. So the first phase is obviously title. Each one needs a title, right? Just because I'm going as simple as possible and we're using sticky notes again. Title, and then after a title we need should I do our title? We need outline, what to write about. From the outline we get a draft, and from the draft we get a final, right? Those are the physical components of each post. But in addition to that, we need photos for each post. So to come up when we're doing a search on YouTube, on Google or anything, I need a picture to come up. So we need photos. If I were to give an amount, I would say at max 5 good ones. Either to put within the post or to put on the search engine optimization section of the post, so that's a picture that pops up when the search pops up on a search engine. So photos. I honestly think that's it, because the photos can be utilized for the actual post itself, and then like I said, for the search engine optimization part of it. And then the post itself, like the photos can be dual use. So like, again, post, SEO, and then media. So I want to start posting them on Instagram. So those photos can also yield as Instagram posts as well. Title, outline, draft, final. Go put these on the wall. Crooked, but it's there. Okay, so now that that's up there, I kind of know where to start. And so my goal, I know like where to start, what I want to talk about, and what I know what I want to talk about. I know the different steps to get things posted. I know topics, categories, all that good stuff. Now that I know what I want to do with it, what I want to post on it, the next thing is actually getting the website updated to have this kind of format there. So I first want to get a mood board done for Chance at Life to have like a branding color. It already has a logo. Already has a logo, and I'm just going to keep it that way unless I get a surge or idea for changing it. I think I'm gonna keep it that way. So yeah, right now I'm gonna go to the computer. I'm going to do a mood board for it, and then I'm going to show you what I got, because again, I don't think you sitting here through all my ideas and brainstormings and pivots of the mood board is essential. I'd rather just do it and then tell you at the end what was done. So I'll see you in 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, so I quickly made a mood board on a Canva. I saw this hack on TikTok where you pretty much get a whole bunch of cubes. Canva actually has like a mood board section where you can click and get like a template like this, and these photos weren't there before, so I went through a whole bunch of photos. Like, since a few of my categories in my blog would be like lifestyle, beauty, wanderlust, entrepreneurship, mindset, I literally just put those words into the search bar and then picked whatever picture I really liked and just put them here, right? And then, I don't really care to do that now. And then after I put them here, I would click on the color cube that I want, go into this color over here. Once it opens, okay. And then in this section, it actually shows you each color. I wonder if I can, nope. Oh, no, did I change the color? No. It actually shows you what colors are actually in your pictures here, and you can like choose what colors you like. And so I went with like warm brownish tones and blue. So my website right now has a bit of blue in it, has a lot of blue in it. Who am I kidding? Blue in it. And I wanted to keep that, but I also wanted to put in some chocolate. And so that's what I did. So this is pretty much like my color scheme that I hope to get onto my website, which is powered by Squarespace. And I am hoping that I am able to, ooh, Crystal, the hyperpigmentation is hyper as fuck. I'm hoping that Squarespace has these colors or close to these colors, but this is pretty much the colors that I'm going with, whether it be for font, background color, header color, DCC. These is it. So what am I going to do now? Okay.
Over, over your head.